of NBA 2K16. I'm going to do my park, but I kind of changed places. Now I'm pretty from Flyers to the Ballers, and now Kansas.
Hi everyone, a pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
So on the floor for Texas, man, he's in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court. And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Texas shooting their first free throw tonight. Here's Lee. Dishes to Oubre. Terry with a screen on Doherty. Oubre kicks to Duncan. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Man. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Freak's got his third basket of the night right there.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half. Absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
And again, it's Texas converting.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Now here's Lee, covered by Mann. Lee dishes to Oubre. 9 feet out. And that's collected by Mann.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And again, it's Texas converting.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Well, I'm actually doing pretty good at this game. I'm actually kind of...
A platoon swap here for Kansas.
Hopefully, I can do a little bit of my part. After this, maybe even record it.
They set
Harvey
the
at least
screen.
rookie number 2.
On the wing, Williams. Edwards defending. Edwards against Williams. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
That one wide left. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
On the court for the Longhorns. Man in a 2-guard. He's in at the 4 slot.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Dedmon's shot is off.
And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles, in men's basketball. They have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's the dish to Daniels. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Daniels has got his first bucket of the night. Texas leading by 8.
Well, you know, the Longhorns have won a lot of conference titles over the years. Their conference isn't known as a basketball power, though. The school loves their athletics, and they are intent on having a strong basketball team. You know, usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
Well, it's about rhythm, and they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jump shot. They might as well be layups with the way they're shooting.
Here's Dedmon following the basket by Freak. Dedmon kicks to Calderon.
Anywhere, and he will make his shot.
Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. 11 feet away, and it's Freak with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Now, here's Calderon. Fires from the wing, and it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak,
Okay. 24 and 11. Ooh. Only got a 3-pointer, and they came back a small bit. Wow, we got a lot of almost everything.
Hello and welcome back. This is, and if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
They've got Duncan, and it's Terry in at the power forward. And for Texas, Mann, he's in at the point. Also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the power forward position. And he gets it to go.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
Lee outside. Here's Gaines, and taken away by Ellis. We've got Oubre, and it's Duncan in at the 2. Lets it go from 11, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Ellis. 17 points for Freak.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And for Texas, Mann in at point guard.
That was a terrible
also
shot.
Ellis out there.
I should have thrown
Doherty
it
out
back.
there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4. Terry kicks to Lee. Lets it go with a 3. Can't get it to go. And Texas the other way now.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
What was
Very
that
steady
throw?
with their work on
It's
the
really
interior. Really
right
a
across my
well-rounded
hand,
effort
and it didn't make
overall.
it through.
Top of the key, Terry. Lee kicks to Duncan. Passes it to Gaines. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gaines has got 9.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Out to the wing. There's the pick.
Pass back, pass
Jordy
back.
the pass to man. Offensive
What the
rebound.
heck? I was wide open.
Ford, that's good.
I don't know how I didn't make
Ford's got his second basket of the night.
it. No, we're doubling
Guys,
him
he's actually
now.
indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a
Probably
great
step back
offensive
in.
rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Wow, Kansas is doing nothing. Okay, what is that guy wearing? Some sunglasses, a tank top, and then some other people are wearing like a tank top, a shirt, and then like a cold hat, one of those like winter hats. And this guy's just wearing like nothing really, and wearing huge sunglasses, looking really modest about this.
So both teams
Like-
making some changes here.
I came in with some cool sunglasses. Now I'm really gonna try. Think.
It's a completely new group for Texas. Kansas
Yeah, we
trails
only
by
got 3
14.
points and they got
They've got
4.
Duncan, and it's Gaines in at the 5. Lee dishes to Gaines.
Thanks. Oh,
Lee
no.
kicks it to Gaines. And 2
Good.
free throws coming up as he misses that one.
Turner.
Drawing the whistle and a
Double
lot of
team.
contact there.
We should have gotten that.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history.
Thanks.
Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Oubre's checked in for the Jayhawks.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking
That's
him
back.
down today. And, you know, we've seen a
should've
lot
backed
of
back.
great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something
Look
that
at that.
most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial
my
right,
character now.
which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken number 1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall number 1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce. Here's man. No good off the front eye.
Didn't even touch it.
And so here's Kansas, allowing only 3 points.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a
super
lot
small.
of confidence
My
tonight. It's
character
a
hates
statement
small
victory for
small
Texas.
people.
When
For some
you
reason, he
consider
just
the
hates them.
difference in their
He
field goal
cannot
percentages,
block them. He can't do anything for them. My character is doing terrible. Oh, we won. At least, so that was good. 4 to 17. No, it was like 33 to 24. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching, I guess. This thing's broken. I think it's frozen. Yep, it is frozen. So I guess I'll have to end the video here, so thanks for watching. And yeah.